Welcome back, Hot Wheel Collectors. Diecast this to another episode of Coast Garage. We're revisiting the Hot Wheels Speed Racer Mach 5 Second Wind story. And just wanted to kind of button it all up. So Speed Racer, as you guys know, was this animation that was real popular for kids that grew up in the 60s, 70s. This animation from Japan, and in Japan it was known as Mach Go Go Go, which the Go 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 was for go. In Japanese it's number 5, go as in go, and then go was also Speed's name in the Japanese version. Also the M that is on the hood of the car and on Speed's helmet, a lot of people think that's for the Mach 5, but it actually is for Mifune, which was the family's last name in the Japanese version, after actor Toshiro Mifune, who was a famous Japanese actor. So, and the G that's on Speed Racer's shirt, a lot of people think it was Goodyear. There's the G. That was the G for his name, Go. All right, let's get into the Hot Wheels. In 1976, was working on a prototype for the Mach 5 for Speed Racer. And the plans fell through for the holders of Speed Racer and the Mach 5. So Mattel reworked the mold and altered it just a little bit, and they came up with the second wind, and that's how they released it. So that's how the second wind was born. That's why you first saw it and you thought, like, that looks a lot like the Mach 5. And it does, and that's because there was the Mach 5. This one has a blue tinted window, red line wheels, which is a real tough find for me. I can find the black wall all day long, but the red line variation is pretty tough. But after years, I was able to trade somebody for it, and I got it. It's got a plastic base, so that's a tough find. And then the black wall version, there's actually two. 1977 is when this second one came out in the Flying Color series, and then also came with black wall wheels. Then in 1978 it was released again, just like this, with the Classy Customs. And then there's also a variation with a green windshield. So I got both of those. Those are both from, well, it's hard to tell, the 1978 and 78 with the blue windshield, because they were both exactly the same. So unless they're in a package, I don't know which one is which. But I'll just say it's a 77. And this is the 78. In 1983, Speed Machines. Hot Wheels released the Speed Machines, which were kind of knockoff of Hot Wheels. Excuse me. There's no Hot Wheels logo anywhere on them, and they were mostly enamel painted. So this is a pretty rare piece. I was able to find this one. I'll show you the base. There. You can see it. There. There's Mattel, but no Hot Wheels logo or flame. Next up, 1986, or 1983, There was a French variation, and then there's the Mexico variation, and then also 1986 there was another Mexico one variation, just like the white one. I don't have any of those, but 1995 I do have the blue. This is the FAO Schwartz History. Another tough find. This one's in pretty mint condition. And let's see, then we got the 1997 one from the Collector Numbers series. This one they changed the number to 6, put the Hot Wheel Flame logo on it, and took the M or tampos off the hood. And then 2001, got this nice black one. This was from the Hot Ones with black wall wheels. This actually has a metal base, metal interior. And then there was a black wall with red line wheels on it. And I remember when I got these, there was a mistake from the people I bought them from, and I ended up getting 2 of the black wall ones, I believe. And I ended up sending one off to a buddy of mine. Beautiful, beautiful car. Probably my favorite. And then this is the one that I didn't have when I originally did this video. And this is from 2024. It's the SpongeBob. This is the last one that Hot Wheels released. So yeah, I'm just missing the one from the French and the 2 from Mexico. Don't know if I'll ever be able to find those. Oh, there's a ton. There's actually more than that. There's a ton from of Leo, which is the Indian brand, and yeah, those are gonna be tough to find. So, anyways, years later, Mattel did get to develop the authentic Mach 5 replica, but it was only made for the Japanese market, and that is this one here. And this is a super rare, tough find here in the States. Here I have it card. I keep it in this nice hard plastic thing here, and yeah, it's definitely. It looks a lot like the Johnny Lightning one, which we'll show in a little bit here. So, and then in 2008, there was a new movie coming out, and Hot Wheels got the license again, and they just made a ton of Speed Racer stuff. This one is the Mach 5. This was designed by Jun Imai. The second win was designed by Larry Wood, by the way. And yeah, these Hot Wheels just released a bunch of these plastic on plastic. They came with all these gadgets, like this, the saw blades that you could. You probably have a little spot right there. You have these little holes there, so you can plug them in, And then you got the saw blades, where those 4 holes, I think, are for the shock thing that can, so they can jump. Here's his brother's car. I believe it was the Shooting Star. And here's some of the other character cars. The Ghost Racer, the Gray Ghost. And there's a whole bunch of others. Anyhow, here is a look at the Johnny Lightning. As you can tell, it's a little bit closer to the Hot Wheel Japanese variation. This one's pretty big. Let's just say, yep. This one actually has a opening hood. There's one. This one's got the scrape from racing. And these came with little accessories too. Like, let's see how these things went on here. There we go. Like this, so that way the car can get worked on or it jumped. So that's some accessories that came with the Johnny Lightning. Here's one with orange interior. Here's one with gray, gray. Now this is a, sorry about that, bigger brand, MT. Not sure who MT is, but they made one. And then there's some Johnny Lightnings with a Shooting Star. That's Rex Racers, Steve's brother. Here's the scraped paint variation. This one has kind of olive interior. We got nice gray interior. And then we got some bad guys to look at. This was this little weird tricycle that bad guys were chasing the Mach 5. And then we got this one here, which is Snake Oiler, part of the Aquabatic team. That was his car. Friend and enemy of Speed. A couple variations. This one's a little bit different color purple. And then we have this non-painted one. These are Johnny Lightnings. And we got the GRX, fastest car in the world, but you can't drink water or else you'll be really scared. You won't be able to drive it. That was the story with that one. And then this is the Dr. His name, this character here. I forget what his name was. But that's the scraped version. As you can see as it comes around. And I got the regular one. And then we got this kind of nice metallic red. And here's the non-painted one. All right. So that's it for the castings. By the way, you guys are noticing the Batmobile in the back there. That's was care of Miniature Mustang. Steve built that for me. I asked him to and did an amazing job. Had to show that. So this is the Hot Wheel catalog back then that you could get. All the different cars and the little accessories you'd get with it. Pretty cool. And then Johnny Lightning offered you a bunch of these little films. That's Trixie and Speed. This is little brother Spritle. There's speed in action. There's the Mach 5. There's Chim Chim to the left, Spritle, Trixie, Speed, and his big brother Rex Racer. The funny thing is Rex Racer's got the big M on his chest there, and his dad didn't notice that he was wearing his family's sponsorship logo, but didn't know that that was his son. There's some bad guy. Speed and Trixie. Some kind of mess. There's Speed. That's the M I'm talking about. Pretty funny. There's him and Speed asking him if he's his brother. I believe that's when Rex punched him out and said that he wasn't. There's Speed and Trixie. Another Speed. And let's see what that is. Looks like Rex helping them out. There's a pieces to puzzles in the back. So that's it. That's the story of the Hot Wheels Speed Racer Mach 5. Hope I didn't bore you guys too much, but I wanted to make sure that everything was covered. And anybody looking for anything to do with Speed Racer, Hot Wheels, and the Mach 5, it's all there in one package for you. There you go. Happy Saturday, happy long Labor Day weekend, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.